We're going to be going through our end of week analysis. I'm going to go through the previous week before this week as well, which was also a very nice winning week. No messing around, let's get to it. So we start off with the first trade was on Monday. So the first macro is 3 to 4 a.m. New York local time, which is the London session kill zone. This is the first trade that we took on Monday. Now the difference between London session and New York session has a lot more volume in it. So the candles are a lot taller, they're a lot bigger, which means that, you know, you're going to be risking more, but your reward is also going to be more depending on your strategy. And this is because the New York Stock Exchange opens at 9:30 a.m. New York local time. So that means that any time before that, you know, there's not going to be as much volume in the market. But there is still a lot of good opportunities to be taken. So let's see what we got. So firstly, we're going to go into the 1 hour time frame, and we're going to be marking out our liquidity levels. See, prior to the London session, we've already swept our sell side liquidity level, which means that our bias is going to be looking for longs. This short-term low to be taken out. So the short-term low has just been taken, and now the next thing we want to look for. So we've had our liquidity sweep, we've had our short-term low being taken, and now we are looking to displace higher. We've got that nice strong displacement higher. We are looking for our entry. Pretty certain I was playing pretty aggressive on this day, so I actually got in on this second candle here. I just got in on the fill because I was very confident in this setup, which I wouldn't advise, but in consideration that I've also got evaluation accounts that I'm trying to pass, I was just going straight for it, which it did actually end up working out very well. So we got in on this second candle, and so let's buy in 12 contracts, micros, by the way. I'm using micros, as you can see, micro E-mini Nasdaq. 12 contracts on normal contract sizes on the Nasdaq would be kind of crazy. We're targeting buy side. We're risking. This is a good thing about London session. You have got very minimal risk. This is only 12 points, whereas on New York session this would probably be around 25 points you'll be risking it. And then the TP, you know, this would look like a 100-point move, but it's actually 47. That is how you can see how the volume differentiates with the different sessions. So just like that, we smashed TP, and it was a very nice algorithmic trade. We didn't have a single red candle until around the top of this part when we hit minor buy side. So let's move on to the next trade. So let's see what price wants to do. So you see right here, we have that aggressive dump to go and take out all of this liquidity. So this is immediately putting my buyers to look for longs. So let's see what we can get. So here we have the short-term low that we want to see be taken out. And that's what happens right there. The short-term low has been taken. And now we're looking for a simple displacement higher, which we could be having right here. We want to see price displace. So we're simply looking for a 1 minute bearish stick to get in on. So for the sake of this week, playing it aggressive, and I got in off this tap right here as we just got filled outside of the fair value gap. Now there was actually a lot of volume in this London session right now, so you guys can see that this small stop from Monday was around 12 points. This is 18 points, and if we were to risk all the way to the short-term low, that is 25 points, which is our max risk. So we're aiming for a 63-point TP at minor buy side. Just been filled outside the fair value gap, so I'm just going to do it on this candle because TradingView is weird. I took first TP at 25 points, so we will be selling off half of the position. And then we put our stop loss to break even. I believe I actually took off when I saw price was aggressively moving to the downside. Emotions were sort of playing in with me, so I completely closed off at these candles because I was like, it's near enough TP. I just closed out when really you shouldn't, but that's what I'd done, and it was actually the right decision because we came back down and price would have just completely stopped me out. So trade management is definitely important. I'm not the kind of guy to set and forget. That's just not really my style. I like being there on the trade and managing it. So then after it's done, I just get on with the day. So another trade done. Let's move on to the next one. So the next trade we took was in the second AM macro of the New York session. So you have the first macro, which is at 9:45 to 10:15 New York local time, and then the second AM macro, which is 10:45 to 11:15 New York local time. But in London time, you can see right here, we took in the second AM, which is 3:45 to 4:15, but the first one was at 2:45 to 3:15, and that's because obviously London session is 5 hours ahead of New York. So let's see what we got here right here. You guys can see right here, buy side got swept during the London session. That was one bias that we were bearish for the day, and you can see how bearish market structure was for the whole of lunch. You can see right here we have this minor buy side equal highs, and equal highs are very high probability. So if you see that, that is a very good sign. So that's now just been swept, and now we're looking for that short-term high to be taken out, which we can see right here. And now we are looking simply for that displacement lower. So this is the 1 minute bearish here that I'd be looking to take, and we got in on that just there. So we entered in short, and as you guys can see, the candles are very tall. You can see this one candle is more than 25 points. It is around like a 30-40 point candle right here. So that just shows you how liquid, how much volume is in the New York session. When we're targeting that opposing liquidity, this is around a 116 point move. If we were to hit final TP, we got first TP at around 25 points, so at this first low. Second TP at this midway point, and then let the rest of the trade run. So let's see what we get. I'm actually such an idiot. I just keep I meant to buy it, not sell it, but whatever. Let's keep the rest of the trade running. You guys get the idea. So now we've got stops at break even. This trade is completely risk free. And there you go, we got stop to break even. Taken first TP, stop to break even around 4 or 5 points from taking out second TP, but that's just trading, boys. Keep yourself protected, not a problem. So that was Wednesday the 20th of November. Let's move on to the next day. So the next trade we hit was in the London session, which you guys should know is from 3 to 4 AM New York local time. So I told you guys to start at the beginning of the video, 3 to 4 AM, the first hour of the London kill zone, and that translates to 8 to 9 AM London time, which, because we are 5 hours ahead, we're marking out our liquidity levels as always. Just gives you a good overall picture, overall structure and picture of where price is looking to draw to, which is why I do it every time before the session. Now people may get indicators that gets to do it for them. I personally like to do it myself, as it is just easier. So you guys can see right here, already prior to the London session, we have swept out this key buy side liquidity level, which is minor buy side, and above that we have major buy side from the Asia session. So we've now swept it out for a second time. So now what we're looking for is a short-term high to be taken, which it was right here. Now I do remember this trade being very choppy. I should have waited longer for the setup to form, but hindsight is a motherfucker, guys. And there's, at the end of the day, if you see the setup, just take it. And if it's in plays by your playbook and is there to be taken, then go for it. Because obviously I wouldn't have known beforehand that there was going to be chop. So if it went straight to TP, I would have been like, damn, should have got in instead of waiting. Because what am I actually waiting for? Nothing. Right, we're looking for a displacement here. And right there you can see that is a very nice candle. A very nice sharp displacement lower. And now we're just simply looking for a 1 minute bearish to get in on, which you can see right here. A gap has formed. And we got a very nice algorithmic tap onto that fair value gap. And now let's see if we do get smash RTP. But I was actually risking 11 points to make 52 points. So it was a very nice 1 to 5, close to a very nice 1 to 5 RR. But you can see how close I actually nearly get stopped out. So we were very nice into profit there. Thought we were just gonna melt. Then we came up and look how close I was getting stopped out. I think my stop was even tighter than that. I think it was like right here. You guys will be able to see this on the channel. I post all my live trades in the video. I always film my trades live, and if I can't, that is because I either have school or there's just an inconvenience for me to record and I just can't. But most of the time I do get them live, and if you watch the videos you will see I post all my live trades. So, and I also stream live as well. A lot of these are live streamed trades. This is why I switched to futures from Forex, because if I was on Forex, that would definitely have taken me out and I would not have been a happy man. Now let's see the rest of this trade. Just chop, look at that. Look, I had to sit through all of that and I was just hoping it would take me out, to be honest. And then we got this really nice dump to the downside. And we smashed TP just like that. Very nice trade. Very nice algorithmic trade apart from this chop. But that is exactly what we're looking for. Very nice structure. Taking out minor buy side. Taking out the short term high. Very nice sharp displacement lower with that 1 minute bearish being left behind. Price comes back. Taps into that 1 minute bearish. And off we go. I'm going to make a separate video for the week just gone for that analysis, as this is going to be quite a long video, I imagine, as there's quite a lot to go through. So instead of dumping it all into one video, I'm going to make this a separate video and then do the next week as do the week just gone as another video that I'll post out. So yeah, I should have probably posted this last week, but I just didn't, which is completely on me. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did get some value out of it, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new, because we are coming through the ranks and we are dropping crazy content every single week. I don't know anyone who is doing it like us in the scene. Well, there probably is people, but around my age, I don't think so, buddy.